Usually I'm live at 8, like 8:30. 8 o'clock. And today I am late. I'm hours late because, one, I'm still going through everything with this surgery. Just the healing process and everything. And so that on top of what's happening in Oklahoma is just exhausting. And to have to put somebody on a shirt, to have to, talk about or do a moment of silence or anything is exhausting whenever you have to keep having the same fight. So, before I started the couch, I said, you know what, let me just rest my eyes because this was a little overwhelming for me. I fell asleep and didn't wake up until 8. So, here we are. But I have some things that I want to share with you guys. It's prison jail felon talk, but today I only want to talk about Mo. And Mo was locked up with us. So she's one of ours. She's one of our girls. And when I say one of our girls, I don't just mean one of our girls like black. No, I mean one of our girls like that was family. Like anybody that I was locked up with, I consider you guys family. We might not talk every day. We don't have to talk every day. But we all know that feeling is mutual. We all know that, anybody that we was locked up with, we feel some type of way about. We have some type of connection. Some of us have our connection a little bit more deeper than others, but the connection is still there. So, before we even get started, I want to give a moment of silence to Mo, to anybody who didn't make it here today. It's losing somebody. Thank you so much for the hearts. Losing somebody is heavy. Losing somebody that you know, even heavier. Some people don't feel anything when they hear in the news that somebody passed away, or some people don't feel anything. I do. I feel it all. So let's give it a moment of silence to Mo and to anybody else who didn't make it today. I think it's so important that we do a moment of silence because there's too many of us who either left this world with nobody or left this world and a lot of people care about you. Either way, you are remembered this way. And I want to always remember anybody that passed away. That's why, and before I start the intro or anything, before I start the intro, I do want to say this. First of all, my wife and I, we're trying to put together an event that's called, out of prison and not going back photo shoot. It'll be, really it'll just be like a overnight event, you know what I'm saying? But we want to get an Airbnb for at least 3 days. That way, if anybody comes into town, they have somewhere to stay and they don't have to just go, you know what I'm saying? And it'll be comfortable. It'll be everybody right there. So you have until June the 30th to turn in whatever if you do want to be involved. And if you do want to be involved, then that's going to entail the t-shirts. And on the t-shirts, this is what's so important right now. The t-shirts, it's a time t-shirt, like my song Time. And then on the back, you can either get what it already says, or you can get somebody that passed away, or you can get a cluster of people that passed away. However you want the back of your shirt, you can get it custom. There's different ways you can get it for this photo shoot. Because during the photo shoot, whoever passed away, or it doesn't even have to be somebody that passed away. It can be somebody that's still locked up that you give a fuck about, that you want, to be at the photo shoot. So that's what this is all about. It's about connecting. It's about showing support, showing how far we've come, because we've all come a long way. Period. If you out, you doing good. It doesn't matter if you relapse, and hey, shit happens sometimes. Get it together. You got this. Okay? But don't ever think that because of what you did in the past is it shouldn't be a downfall right now. It shouldn't, but sometimes it is. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get it popping.
For the Couch Chronicles, where there ain't no fucking limits.
Every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 8 Central Time. You don't never want to miss a couch. Trust me, it ain't no fucking limits. I said none.
If it's my ego, can you blame me? I be popping. And if she hating on the low, man, you ain't stopping.
Right.
I do my damn thing, and you know that's a fact. And I'm happy, this money straight out the fucking trap. And I be giving it back, all it like a mountain. Some of my people change, but I'm okay with that. And I forgive what I need to run it back. You made your bed, now lay it down, go take a nap. Hold up, I hope you didn't think that I believe you. You made your choice, but ain't no need to go back. No, if I cut you off, I'll leave you no slack. And please don't test my things up, I'll fuck around and go back, you know that. But back to this money, back to the shame. Straight to the highway, hustling, pushing things. I'm never stopping, gotta act them things, Water for quarter, I need my ends. I mean, I do though. I need my motherfucking hands. Oh, I'm tripping. I think it's you. Oh, it's me. Oh, well. If it's my ego, can you blame me? I be popping. And if she hating on the low, man, you ain't stopping this. I do my damn thing, and you know that's a fact. And I'm happy, this money straight out the fucking trap. And I be giving it back, all it like a mountain. Some of my people change, but I'm okay with that.
Shout out to everybody that's tuned in.
You made your bed, now lay it down, go take a nap.
And it's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limit. I did play the wrong intro, but it's okay. Tomorrow I will be live at 9:30 a.m. Central Time. I'm live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 Central Time, and every Wednesday from 9:30 a.m. Central Time. Today I'm a little late, so we live today at 10 o'clock. Just give me a little bit of your time because I do have some things to share about some of the things that's happening in Oklahoma. Tulsa to be exact right now. First of all, rest in peace, Miaejah Moses. Number one, it's no reason why she should be dead right now. None. No reason. And the thing about it is, when it comes to these news outlets, and I told you guys this when it came to the Carmelo Anthony case. When it comes to these news outlets, the news, they gonna write what they want to write to provoke you to either read, look up, or just be intrigued by the story. Sometimes they exaggerate the truth. Sometimes they blatantly lie. And sometimes it shows you right in front of your face that they don't give a fuck about what's right and what's wrong. Ever since this Carmelo Anthony case, it seems like the world has been divided. I've been telling you guys this. It feels like it's been a shift. A serious shift. And depending on which way you swaying, is which way you gonna stay. Wherever you swaying, you staying. Okay? First of all, MiaShah was 4'11". Short. And she was a stud. Let's just be real. She was a stud. And when it comes to men, for some reason I noticed that men have been, for years, very angry and disgusted and mean to women that look more like boys. They get intimidated. It doesn't matter if you 4'11". It doesn't matter if you 5'10" when you are a stud. A black female stud. I'm just being real. I'm not saying the white female studs and Mexican female studs don't go through the same thing. But when you a black female stud, you are already, for some reason, they looking like you already angry. You already this, you already that. And I know this is off the subject, but it's really not. But when me and my wife got married, it was so many men that made rude and negative comments. And it's like, motherfucker, what the fuck? Why are you stepping out of your character, your man's place, right? And acting as if you're a female. You going back and forth, you talking, you this, you that. What? Now men are putting themselves in positions to argue with us and go back and forth. But they looking at these studs as if, oh, you want to be one of us? Well, I'm going to treat you like one of us. And that's not right. Although we say we want equality. Although, let's just be real. Come on now. Fucking equality whenever you know if you doing something right and what's wrong and what's wrong. You doing too motherfucking much. If you know for a fact, just like I don't believe that any gay man that acts feminine should be fighting a woman. I don't believe that. I don't believe that even a transgender. I just don't. If it happens, it happens. But, hold your own if you can. But if you can't, I really don't believe it should be happening. Just like they taking transgenders out of the Olympics and all of that. It shouldn't be happening. Equality or not. You shouldn't be putting your hands on people's kids, period. Now, when you defending yourself, which in this case, I don't give a fuck about what nobody say. I believe Mo was defending herself. I don't believe she sought out no motherfucking grown-ass man and tried to hurt him or really cause serious damage to him. Especially if her family is saying that her car was parked outside. This is her street. Imagine you into it with somebody on like road raging and y'all just so happen to be on the same street. Or imagine that this person seen you on this street. Already, your face looks familiar. So they asked about you. And they wanted to know who you was. Now they know who you are. They looked up your case. And now they judging you on your past. Now, what if it's that deep? What if he really already knew who she was? He looked up her past and he's judging her for her past because I seen some comments, some news posts, you know what I'm saying? Like, isn't that the girl that did. What the fuck does that have to do with this man senselessly killing this woman in broad fucking daylight? What the fuck does her past got to do with anything? Nothing. Nothing. You, whoever you are making it about her past. And you're not paying attention to the fact that this man, in broad daylight, killed this woman and said, self-defense. I was raped and shot the man that raped me. And even though I had evidence that he raped me, guess what? I still did 9 years in prison for shooting the man that raped me. Because I found him after the fact. Well, Leon Blair Perkins, didn't you find Mo right after that? You sought her out. You sought her out. She didn't sought you out. You sought her out. Now listen to this. Everybody wants to make a this black and this black white this. Y'all want to say, oh well, Carmelo Anthony premeditated. He had this knife. Well, what about Leon Blair Perkins? Didn't he premeditate? Didn't he have this knife? Didn't the situation die off and he found her? Where's the uproar about him having his knife? Where's the uproar about that? No one's making an uproar about that. Now, listen to this. First of all, and we're gonna keep it real gutter real quick. When it comes to us, black people, we gonna say black people this time because this is what the fuck I'm talking about. When it comes to us black people and it comes to any type of situation involving someone dying or being seriously injured and maybe you on the brink of dying, they blasting our name in the motherfucking newspaper and our motherfucking address. They damn near putting our whereabouts for tomorrow in the motherfucking news. Exactly. They damn near doing that. But y'all, the news, did y'all see that the news purposely didn't put this man's name in any of the articles? They just said man, and they use MiaShah's name. That man did, man, self-defense, man. Now fuck that. Leon Blair Perkins murdered Mo in broad fucking daylight, and no charges has been filed. He is a white man. There's that privilege. That's blatantly right in front of our motherfucking face. Hey, take it how you want it. I don't give a fuck. It's the truth. And we are so fucking sick of fighting this same fucking fight. Over decades. Centuries. Years. And I don't want to put it on Trump. I'm not going to be one of those ones to be like, well, ever since Trump. But ever since motherfucking Trump been in presidency, I'm going to tell you this. This has been the most plane crashes. The most children. I'm not even going to say the most children being kidnapped. But it's been a tremendous amount lately. Almost every month around the same ages. Something is in the atmosphere. And I'm going to tell you guys this. If Leon Blair Perkins get away with this, and the streets aren't in an uproar, if we aren't shaking down the motherfucking house like how they was, like back in the day when our people was standing up, what is stopping you from standing up for what is right? What? Is it because it doesn't affect you directly? What is it? Because if he doesn't get charges pressed against him, it's no fucking reason why we shouldn't be out there peacefully protesting like the Hispanics was doing. And I'm saying, yeah, the Hispanics, they was out there like not all of them, but majority of them was out there no matter what. Even if they could barely speak English, they was out there fucking peacefully protesting consistently until they were heard from Oklahoma all the way in Detroit and further. So why can't we peacefully protest for what is right? It's no reason why Miaejah Moses should be dead. Why aren't we protesting? Why aren't we making a ruckus? Why aren't we sharing this so much to where the news, they have to come talk to us. We ain't even got to reach out to them. They want to reach out to us. We have to be the voice. We have to make a stand. Otherwise, it's going to be another story just like Miaejah's. Another story, another year, another decade. Nothing has changed for these years because there's no real person just like wanting to be on the front line. I don't give a fuck about being on the front line anymore. I didn't before ever anyway. But even more so now. Because it's just not right. It's not right that we have to keep sitting around and just letting it happen. Because if we're not fighting for it, then we're letting it happen, right? When somebody does something, when somebody shows you who they are, then what? Then you believe them. If they doing something consistently, then what? They're not going to change until they're ready to change. When they ready to change, you might not be ready for them to still be in your life. If we want a change, we got to make it ourselves. We can't depend on the system to make it. Because for years, for decades, for all these decades, they have not changed the system. They haven't. It hasn't gotten any better. It's gotten worse. It's gotten to the point where I'm tired of putting people on my shirts. I'm tired of doing, not that I'm tired of doing a moment of silence, but I'm tired of our people being killed to where we have to put on shirts, to where we have to peacefully protest in order to be heard. If you don't talk about it, if you don't complain about it, then guess what? It's going to keep happening. If you don't make a paper trail, if you don't make a this, if you don't make, then it's not, it's like it never happened. It's like nobody really gives a fuck. Because if you don't give a fuck, why should I give a fuck? It's what they saying. They saying, oh, it didn't bother you when it happened. Don't Black Lives Matter now when it's convenient for you. You should be Black Lives Matter all the way around the board. And anybody that's offended, okay, you want to be like, well, white lives matter too. Yes, but in this case, we're talking about black lives. Sorry, but not sorry. We are talking about black lives right now. And they haven't mattered for a long fucking time. If you want to be real. It hasn't for a long time. And who are we to blame when we haven't complained for a long time? Some of us have complained. But did you really keep complaining? Did you really keep making a big deal about it? Because I do. I talk about the same shit almost every month. Because repetitiveness, consistency is key. One day y'all gonna wake up and be like, you know what, Janelle right. Or one day y'all gonna wake up and be like, you know what, somebody right. We need to fight. We need to get this right. Somebody gonna wake up one day. And I'm gonna keep talking about it until everybody wakes up. Not just black, white, pink. Everybody. No matter what color you are, you should give a fuck about it. If you're human or however you want to say. But you should give a fuck about human lives. Not just, oh, another nigga out of the way. Because I've seen those comments too. Yep. You said they get results. Yeah. If we keep being loud about it, if we keep talking about it, if we keep making a ruckus about it, something can happen. The only way that Leon Blair Perkins will be arrested, will have charges pressed against him if we keep being loud about it. Call down and ask the district attorney in Tulsa, how come the fuck this man has not been charged? How come the fuck, in Tulsa World, why haven't you been blasting his name like you blast every single African American or Hispanic that doesn't match the description that you guys believe should have that over them? That halo on top of their head. Because you pick and choose who you slander in the newspaper and in the news. You pick and choose who you drag or who you make look bad in the news and in the newspapers. They pick and choose this. For a reason. For a reason. And if you haven't been noticing it, if you haven't realized it, baby, you the one that still sleep. You the one that need to wake up. If you like, oh, come on, this can't be happening to everybody, then you the problem. You're one of the ones that need to be woke up. So you can wake up now. You can fucking wake up now. May 3rd, we lost a soldier. And anyone, like I said, bringing up her past, kiss my black ass. Because that makes no fucking sense. How are you That's just like you guys are holding things against Chris Brown and Brianna forgave him. How are you holding anything against somebody and their family and everyone around them forgave them? Doesn't make sense, does it? She was only 4'11". And if a grown man is scared of a young woman that's 4'11", I don't know what to say about you. We're not going to, all this cop-out, fake-ass shit, this self-defense. No. If he was black, let's just be real, they would have investigated a little bit more. Y'all literally let this man walk. No charges against him. Didn't even mention his name. So, no. Let's make it make sense. The topic that I'm on is Miaejah Moses in Tulsa, Oklahoma, 24-year-old young woman, 34-year-old young woman, was senselessly killed in broad daylight. The young man said it was a road rage incident, but he followed her to where she was at, approached her, and killed her. No charges was pressed. They're not even mentioning his name in the news. So I'm calling for a peaceful protest. If no charges are filed, we'll give them until Wednesday, which I don't even want to do that. Then we need to do a peaceful protest. Period. Leon Blair Perkins, you will not get away with this. And I'm just going to be real. It makes me think about back in the day when the streets used to handle shit. Because who can we depend on if the system is failing us? Ourselves. This is why we have to be loud about what the fuck is going on. Speak on it when it's happening. Don't wait till it's too late. Because nobody's going to believe you. Nobody's going to give a fuck about helping or fighting with you. It was a citizen. No one's going to believe or fight with you if you're not making a big ruckus about it. If you're not saying something, just like if somebody does something to you, you nip it in the bud right immediately. Otherwise, they're going to keep doing it. Because they're going to be like, oh, well, you let me do it the last time. You didn't say nothing. When you don't stop them, they keep doing things, right? That's any situation. If you let a fucked up situation happen once, it's going to keep happening again if you don't stop it right then and there. We have to make a stand. Miaejah Moses, it's no reason why you should be dead right now. Leon Perkins, it's no reason why you shouldn't be arrested right now. Peaceful protest if we have to. I love you guys so much. I'm going to head out of here. I will be back on at 9:30 in the morning. Like I said, I was late because I'm just so emotionally charged about this. It's too much. Too many. Her name was Miaejah Moses. It's too much. In Tulsa, Oklahoma. So, if you guys see this, share this. Share this. When you see the real, share the real. Share the real because it's the real. For real. It's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. I love you guys. I don't want to keep you all night. It's about to be 11 o'clock in Oklahoma. MiaShah, we are so sorry. But trust me when I say, I'm not going to stop fighting. And I know your family's not going to stop fighting. And there are other people that will fight for you too. MiaShah was loved. MiaShah was loved. You know? Did y'all not know that? She was loved, and she does have people out here that will still fight for her. So MiaShah, if you looking down right now, please know that we are fighting for you. I'm going to speak. I'm going to speak, and I know her family's going to speak. Yes. I know her family's going to speak. We have to. Be loud about it. Don't be quiet about this. We got to stop them right the fuck now in order to make sure that the future, our future kids, don't have to deal with this. There's no reason why decades have went by that we have these type of stories. Because we don't have those type of fighters that we did back in the day. We don't have the Malcolm X's and the Martin Luther. We don't have none of that. We got to be those examples that they talk about years and years from now. If it has to start now. Let's do this. We got this. We can do a peaceful protest and get our point made. It doesn't have to just stop here. It doesn't. So, let's do this. It's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. And I will be back on at 9:30 a.m. in the morning. 9:30 a.m. Central Time for those that's watching. I love you guys. Good night.